What up, what up, what up, what up? I am in a good mood today. One, because we have some new players coming in, and number two, that was a beautiful fucking drone split by Chancam. And number three, I get to cast some StarCraft today. And that's what we're gonna do, damn it. So, spawning up here in the top left-hand corner, representing Reign Supreme, our highest ranked player, our defending champion, we have Chancam. And spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning as the blue Zerg player, the Masters 1 high-tier Zerg player, we do have enlisted Reb. Reb is a pretty cool guy. Chancam is a equally pretty cool guy. I can't ask any more from either of these guys. Chancam always plays his heart out, and Reb, he does what he can, damn it. I say he does what he can. He's actually a, he's got a really solid ZVZ. Arguably probably his best matchup, but at the same time, Chancam's ZVZ is on another level, is the best way I can put it. He has a way of dancing around players that are 6k, 6.1k MMR, and he makes them look bad, is the thing. It's absolutely incredible. So right off the bat, we're going to see a bit of a deviation within the build. Looks like Reb is actually going for the pull first. He's going pull hatch versus Chancam going for the hatch pull. So he's either looking to really crank up the aggression or he's looking to really be safe. He may be uncertain in his play. Regardless, there's nothing wrong with either of these builds. Each one has their pros, each one has their cons. One way or another though, that's all gonna work out. I'm gonna switch over and check my chat because I am a scrub and I don't have anything else I can look at. So you guys probably can't see shit. Not currently. My bad, guys. This is still the opening portions of the game. Nothing too crazy is going to happen. We do have a few links coming out here for Reb, trying to get a nice little scout. 4 additional links coming out here, and fuck that pile of rocks, they are going to go down. Looks like the hatch here is already completed here for Chancam, so he's gonna have that extra bit of production a little bit sooner than Reb is, but Reb should have speed. It's actually not that big of a difference. It will be a big difference if they're like on the center of the map and the lings are chasing each other, but as of now, it's not that bad of a deal. Chancam gonna go ahead and throw down his Bane Nest as the typical 31 supply. Ling gonna try to hop in, see what it affects. If he can find maybe, you know, a drone or two, but not gonna be the case. Chancam is all over that ass. So as you can see, the builds are very similar here. The big difference is Chancam has a Bane Nest and Reb actually does not. He didn't go for the 31 Bane Nest. He opted to throw down the 3rd hatch at the same time that Chancam did. And the speed now has officially finished for Reb, so you may see some sort of aggression looking to move out. Chancam has the Overlord though. He knows the lings have speed, he knows what's going on, so he makes a few safety banes here at home. Nothing too out of the unordinary. Reb going with a massive 16 lings. He's going to try to flood that 3rd base as quickly as possible, trying to get any sort of cancel, or if you can really bruise it for maybe a later run by. I could definitely see that being in the future. Chancam going to get a full scout off. He actually managed to save a single ling out of all that. And I think it's gonna get a drone. This is the real battle here, ladies and gents. He was not dedicated to his cause. Looks like there are lings attacking the 3rd base here of Reb, while at the same time there's a singular ling of Reb's trying to attack Chancam. More will soon be to follow. A little ling skirmish here, nothing too crazy. A few lings of Chancam's have died. But, Banes go a long way, and Chancam's Bane control is actually... It's so good, that's all I can really say about it. Mostly. This is a warm-up game for him, so I'm not going to put him, like, on some kind of crazy pedestal yet, but, generally, he plays a very mean Ling Bane. He almost ate a very nasty hit right there, though, but, he was able to pull away, saved it just in time. Reb trying to go through, Bane out of Bane, he is actually going to get that, as I've sit here and... You know, oh, that was really, that was kind of sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. He was a bit distracted here, up here in the main, with the lings that have run through. A few more Banes are being morphed in, but he's not really gonna take that much damage. Chancam is actually still at a very he's in a very good position. He still has his base. He only lost 2 drones out of that run by. He lost a few lings, but it's not gonna matter. He's at a pretty good worker advantage, sitting at about 10. And here's where the ping pong really begins to happen, as I like to call it in ZVZ. Gonna see the Ling Flood returning, and we're actually gonna see that Queen go down. That's gonna be a nice little pickup. Banes are gonna come in. Chankum going to eat a few of these on the head. Chen does have Banes even morphed in here. It's gonna come down to seeing if Reb wants to try to dive on top of these or not. This one's definitely going to finish though. That's gonna get a nice hit. 7 drones have died. And this is where Chankum is about to start running away with the game. Even while all this is going on, he's managed to find ways to keep droning out in between all of this. And he's in a good spot. 54 workers to 32. Meanwhile, he's taking his 4th. Looks like Reb's going to try to run around once more with the ping pong, seeing if he can find some damage. But the Banes are going to come in. He's actually going to save the Queen. Roaches are about to start popping. I think his Roach actually killed his own Bane. I could be totally mistaken, but that's what it looked like. Roach speed starting for Chankum. He's also going to go ahead and go in with the +1 missiles. Reb is flat broke, man. He's just now starting to throw down the Roach Warren. It is a really late transition. I think this is where Chankum is about to start flexing his GM muscles. This is going to be a nice run by here. He's actually going to probably find a few drones. Yeah, 7 drones there just died. He actually can't get much better than that. Looks like he's going to run a few up here into the main. He's going to get the Queen, and probably a few more drones up here on the top. He may snipe his Roach Horn. If he's able to get this... No, he's not going to. There's definitely plenty of Roaches here. Drones have been saved. 8 drones have gone down total, but Chankum is still ahead. His 4th base is just finished up as well, so he's going to start getting production from that side. Reb kind of senses he's in a little bit of trouble, you know. He throws down a spine. It's kind of an awkward place for it, but you know, if it gets the job done, then it works, right? But I don't think it's gonna slow down the... Where are the Roaches? Oh, the Roaches of Chankum. I was really concerned. I was like, wait, I thought he had Roaches, right? Right? He does. Of course he does. And he's going to start pushing out right now. Looks like the +1 missile is already completed. Okay, so I was way off. Reb sees a few of these Roaches coming by. He's not going to really act about it, but I don't think he has any vision right here to see that Chankum's Roaches were coming in. This is going to be an awkward angle for him to try to fight into, but Chankum does have the +1 missiles. And, you know, 40 population advantage. Which that helps, right? I mean, I'm no StarCraft guru, but I think that helps. Yeah, that spine didn't get its worth. I was trying to praise it earlier, hoping for the best, but the split's already coming out here for Chankum. He's going to start setting up the nastiest concaves he can get. Meanwhile, you know, this is just where it's going to start to snowball. He's going to start his +2, and he can take these fights. He can trade. Red can't really afford to trade here. I mean, you can come out in the better... You may win the engagement, but you'll end up losing the war. Because that's a lot of Ravagers coming in, and a huge volley here of Roaches being reinforced here for Chankum. Another singular spine can try to come in and be optimistic at best. The Overlord going to get sniped out of the sky like the hot air gas balloon it is. And this is where Chankum just kind of starts to A-move and stutter step, and he should run away with this pretty handedly. That was a good game. Hope you guys are enjoying that. Viper just said he got called a map hacker because a drone scouted for a cannon rush. Crazy, huh? And Fykel coming in here saying, hey Gale, I'm back. What's going on, man? Alright. Alright. Oh, you moved me already. I was about to do it myself. I am a grown, independent caster, and I can do things myself. Damn it.
Those losing of the queens hurt me more than I thought they would.
You were behind literally the entire game.
I had like no queens to make anything.
Yeah. Not to not to like just start instantly shit talking you, but yeah, you were kind of behind. Why'd you go for pull first? Were you like nervous or?
Because if Jankum cheeses me, I die because his control's a lot better than mine.
Jankum doesn't cheese.
Okay.
So you cheese.
Impossible. Impossible.
No, he didn't cheese me. But I'm not gonna. I wanted to warm him up. I didn't want to lose to fucking cheese instantly. And I felt like I warmed him up. Having veins in his base. That's enough to get your blood flowing.
Yeah, you actually managed to take out quite a few drones, but like at one point, whenever you did that huge run by, I guess it was like midway through the game, you got like 8 or 9 drones, and then Chan was still like 10 drones ahead of you.
Yeah.
And another one, you kind of bled off a lot of lings, and you got 2 drones for it. I don't know. It's a warm-up game. I'm not gonna.
6K versus 5.2K.
Yeah, that's. You can even be like,
I
he's good at the
knew how it was
game.
gonna go.
You can be like, it's good at the game, and then it's like, god damn, he's really good at the game.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it. It's fun to watch though. So, who are we looking for?
Me, Blitz.
Yes, let's do it. Let's get you in here.
Oh, I joined you another. I joined another game waiting for you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. And the sad part is you guys like literally ended as soon as it started. So.
Killing me,
That
Smalls.
that moment.
Killing me, Smalls. Alright. Well, Reb, I guess you want to hit that Archon, or what do you want to do?
No, he needs to finish up. I gotta go somewhere at 7. So.
Alright. We can wait around. We'll sit here and talk shit, whatnot. Looks like Clarity has his motherboard. I am jealous. It's a nice looking board. It's got like pretty colors and whatnot on it. Take this time to show my Twitch emote. Oh, that looks like shit. I'm gonna have to fix that sometime or another.
I'm gonna join your channel.
Which one? My Twitch?
Yeah.
Let's go. I think I should tell Clarity he's got his address on that picture. I'm just gonna delete that for him. He probably doesn't give a shit, but... Oh, I can't delete it. Oh, I'm not used to not being an admin, honestly. I was like looking for the X, and I was like, where the fuck is it? I'm gonna download StarCraft. You should, man. StarCraft is a very fun game. Definitely enjoyable.
Like the best game ever, really.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. It's not even a game at this point. It's just like a way of life.
Where's the lie, though?
Just kind of wake up in the middle of the day and you're like, you know what? Let's play some StarCraft. I ain't got shit else to do today.
At work, thinking about StarCraft 2 builds.
Yeah, man, it's in their work, and it's like, you know what? I really want to play StarCraft. I don't feel like working anymore. I got some sick time. But that's loud as shit for you guys. I'm sorry. God damn, fucking son of a bitch. I'll drop my fruit crushers. Where did they go? Are you serious?
Ow!
Alright, boys. Well, I guess I'm gonna hop into an unranked game or something like that. Just let me know when y'all are out and ready to roll, and I'll dip out.
If he's done with that 3v3, I'm starting without you, Gal. I'm sorry.
Wait, I just said let me know and I'll dip out. Jesus.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just. We've had like 3 delays now, and I've really got somewhere to go at 7, or I would stay around.
What time is it for you now?
6:30.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you'll probably have to finish it, but I'd like to see at least a game.
That's fine. Drink some mojitos for me tonight.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got a Master 3 that says he'll join.
I can't do tryouts right now. I might be able to do his if he gets done with that 3v3, but that's it for today. You and Gail can try him out if you want.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Let's play.
Okay. Gail, you ready?
Yeah. How do I get him in? Sassy, can you recommend
That's the
something?
invite him.
I'm in clan.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That was fast. What's your name, Blitz? You're Blitz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Player's already in a party.
No, I'm not. Somebody invited me.
Okay. Let's go. Map 1? You guys have a preference?
No, just play map.
Sure, just up.
To it. Like, who cares? They're all the same.
I'll move that. Weird. Chanana says yes, hello. Alright.
Turn. I'm not turn.
Aesthetic. Who's this guy?
He's a Master 3 that said he'd join, but I figured just add him, and then if we have problems with
No, don't do that, please.
So, like, are we like a Zerg clan?
Pretty
No.
I was about to say pretty much, but God.
Forsaken's Protoss. Antis is like he can play all 3. Strobe plays all 3, I think.
He plays like Protoss and Zerg, I think.
Yeah. I think he played Terran in the last. No, that was Neo. Never mind.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna move myself and I'm gonna do some casting and whatnot, so I will see you guys.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delays, that took a little bit of time, but we will be doing some tryouts for our boy Blitz here against, and Chankem's actually going to be the one that does it, Chankem is a monster, if you guys did not just see the previous game against Enlisted Rib. And he's going right off the bat for a 13-12. So one of the fun things we do like to do... Okay. There's going to be some cheese on both sides. So one of the fun things we do like to do in these sort of situations where we bring in new players is we kind of like to, I guess, stress test them more or less. We just like to make sure they don't mind playing against better players. We like to see how they react if they do get cheesed. You know, things along that nature. Basically just anyone who is opposed to a lot of different things, and that's where we kind of start to draw the line. So one of the cool things here is Blitz actually pulled off a gas, Chankem stayed on gas, which tells me he's probably going for exactly that, the Baneley nest. Okay, and so he pulls off one drone, goes on to the mineral, and then stays on to 2 out of 3. The 2 out of 3 actually is going to let him be able to make just enough banes while still getting the mineral benefits from additional drones. But Blitz actually opting to go straight for the throat. Chankem should have seen this with an Overlord. That's exactly why Chankem starts bringing his units back. This should actually get a surround on these lings if they come up the ramp wrong. He sees what's going on. Chankem starts setting up very, very nicely. Now, the longer this goes on, Blitz cannot engage. Chankem's going to start coming in. He's already into the main. He's going to start trying to snipe a queen. He may actually get this. If he gets the queen, this is totally worth, and he's now ahead. For sure. So now, Blitz actually opting to come back home to try to defend rather than try to keep pushing forward and see if he can get any sort of damage inside of the base of Chankem. So right off the bat, you know, this is looking pretty good here for Chan. He has the higher tech. He's got Bane. Oh no, I didn't see that. The second Bane nest has already been thrown down here by Blitz. But looks like both these guys are kind of doing some weird do-si-do sort of things, going around in awkward corners of the map where you wouldn't normally see engagements. Lings here for Blitz are going to try to run back home. I think he sends something else going on, or I'm not sure. Sassy is asking me about the M3 stuff. I will discuss all that here in a bit when I'm not doing my casting. Spycrawler coming down, trying to add the little bit of safety. The Banes, or the Lynx just barely missed the Lynx here of Chankem. That is nuts. Looks like Blitz is trying to find them, but he's not going to be able to. This is a very tight wall here from the Queens and the Bane sitting here in the back trying to support it, with additional Lings being morphed in. Chankem's going to make another beeline. He may actually get on top of this Queen once more. I think he's going to get it. The Queen is on move command, is not actually firing. And once more, Chankem is going to take a little bit of an advantage. This is a lot of Bane Lings coming in. Curious to see how he decides trying to engage with this. He's lining everything up. Looks like he's going to try to make this as smooth as possible when it comes to running in. But has a lot of Queens. He's going to be able to probably target fire these Banes in time. I mean, this is actually really awkward and a huge waste. Chankem definitely flexing his muscles. The transfuse comes down right at the last second, getting as much value for that as he can. A singular Bane's going to come up. It's going to get 4 drones, but at the same time, that was absolutely not worth any of it. Calls GG, and that's going to be game number 1. Word. Second game. Second map. Yeah, I want Odyssey. Sound good?
Those, I don't know, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think Pluto might want one of the games too. So unless if Chankem wins this one, give Pluto the 3rd game.
Okay.
Oh, Pluto's not here. Well, fuck it.
Well, he was around. He wasn't in the party.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm gonna do this number right here as soon as he joins. Busy's pending. I can't start it.
Who invited him?
I don't know. He may have just jumped in.
Oh,
I cannot tell you. I do not know. He dipped out, so give it just a second. No? Okay. Wasn't sure if he was coming back or not. Alright. Oh, there he is.
here he is, yeah.
I'm going to try to add him to the... Wow, you can't add somebody
Actually,
to the
just
party.
give him game 3 regardless.
Okay, we can do that. Both of you guys ready? Or I mean,
Yeah, ready.
if you're playing Terran, is that right?
Why does it always switch?
You have to set it each game. All right, y'all ready? Sounds
Yeah,
good.
ready.
Let's go. And I will see you guys here in just a bit. All right, we are jumping back into game number 2 in this best of 3. Chanana saying go go. He's ready to rock and roll. He's ready to eat some Zergas. Who doesn't care? Gail, are you admin of this game like SC? No, this is a game played by hundreds of thousands of people. I am but a player. I'm a very enthusiastic player, but I am but a player. So, going on to game number 2, spawning up here in the top left-hand corner with some of the most beautiful worker splits you can see. We have Chankem, the undefeated champion. He may actually be undefeated inside of Reign Supreme. I don't know how many people have actually taken a game off of him while he was playing Zerg. Like, he's that good. And spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, the challenger who approaches going with the extractor trick. What's he got planned? I'm not sure, but okay, so this here is actually directly, you can tell, or you can see directly like the benefits of the extractor trick versus not, or rather the lack thereof. The drone for Chankem actually finished first. And he was saturated on his main he was saturated on his main first. So I mean, if the extractor trick was that good, I mean, I guess you'd see more pros using it. I don't know. That's my personal preference on it. I don't like it. I don't like it unless I'm going for some sort of cheekier build, like a 15 hatch or 16 hatch or something like that, without making my overlord. Blitz gonna go down. He seems like he wanted to play more of a standard game this time. He's throwing down the spawning pool at 17. Chankem also going to play a more standard game, which is perfectly acceptable. I love watching these straightforward macro games, especially with Chankem and anyone else. He's able to capitalize on all of the little details that most people don't normally see. Like in the previous game, hiding the lings in the small corner versus all the other lings that ran past. If you don't check each and every corner of it, you know, you're going to miss that. And that's some pretty crazy attention to detail that you know, the Chankem's able to have. So right now, it's not going to be anything insane or too out of the ordinary. That's all I can really say is just kind of sit back and enjoy the show. Chankem going to go ahead and start researching speed. Looks like speed is also going to finish here, or start researching here for Blitz. Blitz opening with the standard 6 lings. Chankem opening up with more drones instead. So going on a bit of a greedier approach. He has 2 lings out, so he's going to use this to scout, make sure he sees what's going on. And he's going to go ahead and jump straight forward and try to take his 3rd. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. So he's actually going for the hatch before the Bangling Nest this game, which is a bit different. Now the thing that this does is it does leave you susceptible to being ling flooded, and you possibly losing your 3rd base. It's all going to come down to the way that the units are handled, how situations are responded to differently. Bangling Nest is going to be pretty big here for Chankem. Still no Bangling Nest here out of Blitz, but he is going for a 3-minute lair. So this is going to be probably some sort of cheeky roach speed timing, or it could be straight to mutas. I don't know. I mean, there's really so many different options you can take with the early layered. I mean, you could try to go for lurker drops. I mean, those are a little bit more uncommon, but it's not impossible. Chankum gonna see this. He gets the lings in, he gets the scout, he sees what's going on. He sees a second gas here being taken, but he should have seen the layer being morphed into the Nat of Blitz. He actually gets back down to the Nat. That's some pretty crazy, like, next level scouting. He knows it's coming, so starts running up, gets a few queens, throws down a layer of his own, in anticipation of whatever this is. So in case there is some kind of crazy all-in sort of thing happening, then he's at least gonna have a third base. He's gonna have his layer tech coming up. So if he's behind on layer, then, or if he's behind on tech rather, he can catch back up before too much, before too long. And he gets him in a bad spot. Those Banes had a bad day. Like, they should not have detonated on that queen. But those are little things, you know, that might have helped him in this fight. I don't think he realizes that the Banes detonated on the queen. Or maybe, you know, kicking himself in the butt, trying to trying to relieve the frustration from it. Looks like Chankum gonna start stepping forward just a little bit here. He's gonna go ahead and throw up 45 workers to 37. And there is the 2-base Spire, kind of as I was talking about. The thing is, there is no third, so he's not gonna have that as an option. Chankum going to start taking gases down here in his third base. And looks like we're gonna see a Spire here out of Chankum as well. Now the big difference we're gonna see is Blitz Spire should finish significantly earlier, and these these Mutalisks should actually cause quite a bit of an issue. But Muta versus Muta in ZVZ always turns really scrappy. But both these guys should have some sort of indication. They should know that something like this is coming. It's almost 5:30 into the game, and neither player has seen a Roach yet, or even a Roach Warren. I believe when Chankum got a full scout off, he didn't even see a Roach Warren there, because there's not one. There's no evolution chamber. There's nothing else that could be a heavier burden in the gas. Bane's gonna come down and ravage whatever is here, and this is at that point where Blitz doesn't really have a whole lot. He's gonna have the Mutas coming in, but Mutas don't kill Lings very fast. A little bit of excellent control here out of Chankum. He's gonna try to pull the singular Bane out, have it go ahead and detonate. Stops controlling here for just a minute, and he's gonna go ahead and die. But he has got plenty back at home. He's pulling in 9 Mutalisk. He has got the income to back this up. He's got a higher income here than Blitz does. But this is kind of anyone's game, really. I mean, it could swing heavy in one way or another. Chankum's actually going to snipe the queen. It'll be pretty nice. So no spores out of Chankum. Oh, he has one there, but I don't think he realizes that he doesn't have a spore on his Nat or main. Either way, 9 drones have gone down, and Overlords are being traded here for both these guys. Chankum gonna go ahead and start going for the +1 air armor. Both these guys are, actually. I guess that's what you're supposed to do in ZVZ Muta versus Muta. I could totally be mistaken, but that's my impression of it. But regardless, there are going to be a few Mutalisk out and about. Chankum taking quite a bit of a supply and workers and like just overall population. He's looking really good. So the upgrades for both these guys are going to finish roughly around the same time, but I think it is going to be in favor of Chankum because he does have that extra bit of income. He can afford that. He still sees there's not even, well, the third is in an awkward spot. You don't normally see that on the left side. Mutas are still being forced to stay back at home due to the Lings that keep running out, and like in and out rather. Chankum definitely not slowing down with the Mutalisk production. Neither is Blitz here though. So this is, like I said, it's still anybody's game. If Chankum decides he wants to jump on top of these Mutas, he should be able to take this fight. Maybe not over a queen and a spore, 2 queens and a spore, but he's gonna snipe the queen outright. And this is where things really start to become dangerous, because at any point, if you decide to take a sloppy engagement with your opponent's Mutas, then you could be in trouble for sure. And if you try to engage one at a time, then you're definitely going to get picked off. I think Chankum has definitely got the Mutalisk advantage, and they really start to win the fight exponentially, so it's not going to be a very dead even trade. It's like as soon as something dies, the DPS of the overall cluster rises. As you can see, there's still a ton of Mutalisk here left for Chankim. And he's going to take this 2-0. GG was called. Seems like it's a pretty fun game. And after this, we're actually going towards Pluto and Pluto. Yeah, Pluto and Reb. Not Reb. Pluto and Chankim. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So we'll slap open Mech Depot. Shoot Reb a quick message. Yo, what up?
We'll get Pluto in here.
Looks like he just joined. Sent you a little message on Discord. I'm trying to set this up as quick as possible because I know you gotta leave here soon, Reb.
Yeah, Pluto's in here.
Yep, I know. Both guys ready?
No, that's Chankin.
That is Chankim. Yeah, is that not what you wanted? Chankim and Pluto? Is that right?
Yeah.
Pluto versus Blitz?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Yeah, it's Pluto versus Blitz.
Oh, okay. We can
You
do
got
that then.
Chankin on top.
Pluto versus Blitz. Yep, my bad, guys. I misunderstood ya. God, the Muta versus Muta in ZVZ always makes me stressed. Like, if you could take a bad fight, you end up losing Mutalisk, and all of a sudden your DPS just plummets.
Yeah, he was down like 4 or 5 mutas though. It's so snowbally.
Yeah. And as soon as you start taking that first engagement, then it just snowballs even harder.
He was on 2 bases. The only problem.
Yeah, by the
If
time
he
he
had
had
that third,
the
he
third
was
down, by the time he had the third down, it was just like it wasn't enough.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun series. Chan running around flexing his Zerg muscles, doing his thing.
Chankin the Zergy boy.
Is Chan actually undefeated inside of Reign Supreme? Like, I'm just
Yes.
trying to think about it.
He's only lost 1 game and he was off racing.
So he hasn't lost a race, lost a game as Zerg.
No.
Is that right? Yeah, I don't think so. Chan, you're a fucking monster, man. So yeah, we were... Looks like Pluto's jumped back in here, so he's actually a pretty cool guy. 5670, so almost 5.7k. It's pretty healthy, I'd say. Blitz, you back, my man, or?
I'm back.
Alright. Gotta let me know. Alright, so make sure Pluto's ready. See if he responds. I never like starting the game until both guys say they're ready. I've had some awkward situations where someone was like, yo, Owen even at the computer. Like, oh shit.
You'd have to say it in game. Did you say it in game? Pluto says he's
Oh,
ready.
he's not in the... My bad. My bad.
My bad, Dad.
My bad. My bad, Dad. Why does that flow so nicely?
I don't know. Leave the channel, Gale. We don't like you anymore.
Fine, God.
See ya.
I don't like you guys hearing me cast anyway. Fucking jerks. Yeah. You know, I might just sit here and cast just to spite you guys. I don't know. No,
I'll move myself.
that wouldn't be fair. God damn it. I love the guys that are Reign Supreme. Always fun to sit there and talk shit back and forth. Sorry guys, I'm talking to Reb. Alright, so now we can jump in a game. So, down here in the bottom left-hand corner, well, I guess he's going for tryouts. I'm not sure what he's actually doing. I guess this is tryouts. This is Pluto. He is a newcomer. He is a GM Zerg player. He's right around 5.7k. Definitely up there on the Grandmaster scale. It's a pretty cool guy to watch. And spawning up here in the top right, just going through his own tryouts, just playing Chankem, so he is definitely fresh. We have Blitz, our Red Zerg player. Blitz is right around 5.2k, I believe. I'm not sure. I think he said he was 5.5, matter of fact. I don't know. I think that actually put you at GM. Or right at it, anyway. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to get into the logistics of rankings and shit, because that gets pretty dull. Looks like Pluto's gonna go ahead and open up with the standard 6-lings. Blitz opting for the 4 instead, so if there's a 13-12 or something else of that nature, it could be, you know, disastrous. But hopefully not. His hatch is actually really kind of late. I don't know what caused that big holdup. I wasn't watching, actually. I kind of always I go into autopilot in these beginning portions of the game because I always expect players to be so perfect, and I mean, it's really easy to refine your build for the first couple minutes of the game because nothing else is happening. The only thing you have to think about is like, this is my build, this is what I follow, I go, you know? You don't have to sit there and think about, oh, well, this is my build, this is what my opponent's doing, this is how I react to my opponent, this is how my opponent's reacting to me, so this is how I need to react accordingly. You know, there's none of that involved. It's you just follow your build. So whenever I go back and I see some sort of weird hiccup, and I'm like, wait, why are the builds as different as they are? Then that always becomes kind of interesting. Blitz going for the same thing as he did in the previous game. Looks like he's going to try and get the lair up. I imagine he's going for the 2-base spire. Pluto is not having any of his shit. He's gonna start getting ready to go. There's gonna be a few Banes up here at the top. It looks like there's not a whole lot though. There's only 2. Pluto has a lot more Banes being morphed in. There's actually no Overlord on this side, so okay, there it is. Yeah, but this is a lot of Lings. And the Banes looks like they actually try to detonate manually, and they're not gonna find the connections they want. This is a lot of Lings. This is actually, I think this is going to do like game crippling damage. More Banes coming in. Looks like there's a solid 4, and as they're trying to split from the Banes, they're getting nailed by Lings. More Lings keep flooding in. 15 drones have died, and I imagine it's going to be a very painful blow right about here. GG, that is game. That's what happens when you try to go overly greedy and you go for that spire. You can either win you the game or it can lose you the game. There's really no in between.